What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? This is BLACKMANTA1989, and this is going to be my first live stream on this channel. And what we're going to be doing today is actually making a beat from scratch. So I'm going to show you my whole entire process of how I make a beat. So let's start off. So the equipment I'm going to be using today is obviously laptop and Ableton Live 11. And this MIDI controller right here, I don't know if you guys can see it. It is the Arturia Mini Lab MK2. And so it has, if you want to drum stuff out, or if you want to make your chords, piano roll synths, and drum on here, you can do that too. So this would be my primary MIDI controller today. I do have a keyboard in the corner over there, but I don't like using that one because I gotta drag it over here and just whatever. So it's a little bit too much hassle and work. I don't feel like doing all that. So I use the little MIDI controller. I'm like, it's pretty good too. So let's get to it. So for my process, I can do a couple of things. You can usually, for me, I either go piano or drums first. Well, like piano, synths, or drums first. So, or I'll have a sample and I'll go off the sample. So, this is gonna make something very simple. I'm gonna go off a sample, then we'll expand and make it more advanced, I guess. So, there's a sample that I liked in here. Kind of like that one. So, let me turn the volume down just a tad. Okay. So, I'll put this sample in. I'll make another audio track. So, Control T. I'm gonna do one more MIDI track. So, Control Shift T. Okay. So, I'll put my audio in here. Boop. Now, in Ableton, one thing that I've noticed is that for some reason, you got to make sure that the BPM for the sample is correct with your actual BPM up here. Because sometimes the sample gets kind of wonky and it'd be off key. So just make and pay attention to that. So it's a 110, 110 up here, so we're good. All right. So let me see. Okay. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna record that in. And the way I record stuff in is pretty simple. So go to this right here where it says key, boom, and you would left click on the actual record sign up here and press whatever key you want to use. When you press it, you just records. So I just press, I mapped it to the end button on my keyboard. So when I press N, it starts the recording process. So that's how I record stuff in. So we're going to do that right quick. So let me loop that. All right, cool. So we got that. Now I'm gonna duplicate this, but here's what I like to do. I'm gonna duplicate this more, like 2 more times. And the reason why is when I start actually chopping this sample up, I have the reference point from the original. So I can just so I can take the original, then just chop stuff up and make it into my own stuff. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna split this in half as well. So we're splitting that in half. All right, cool. All right. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna go to my drums. So go to drums, and for drums, we're gonna make things very simple. So you come down here to this area right here where it says 1/16. I'm gonna right click and put in 1/32. All right. And now I'm gonna go over here where it says position and length. On the length side, go up to 2. Now, the way I have my drum set up, I make my own templates. So when I go and load up Ableton Live, the template that I'll use for drums is pretty much laid out. So I don't have to do any legwork. I just go in there and make the drums. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna make something very, very simple. So I'm gonna put hi-hats on the 1 and the 5. All right, so it's 1 5, 1 5, 1 5, 1 and 5, 1 5, 1 5, 1 5, 1 5. Okay. Now I like to double my stuff up. So I'm gonna do 1 5 right here as well. But now so I don't want to do all this all over again. I'm gonna go to right here, highlight it, just click and drag with your left click button, duplicate, Control D. All right. So now, all right, cool. So we got that. Now what we're about to do now is we're gonna go back and actually bring that in. So I'm gonna do that. So, oh, let me stop. Okay. All right, cool. So we got that. Duplicate, duplicate 2 more times, and move these 2 right here over. So you won't have to worry about it. All right, cool. All right. So now, building stuff up. So I have the idea of what I'm gonna do. So now I'm gonna come over here to this little intro right here. So now that I split it up, now I'm gonna do like this. So now I'm chopping up samples. Do that. All right. So now I'm gonna use this to actually add more stuff to this. So now come in here. Now I'm gonna add the open hi-hats, then the snares. So it'll be like a little intro. So even though I'm building this very simply, I'm gonna build this and low key, this build will help me with the rest of the track. So simplicity works. So now let's go to open hi-hats right quick. So we're gonna do right here on the snares on the 3. Right here, same thing, but we're gonna take these hi-hats out. We'll take these hi-hats out. Bop, bop, snare. you go. So now I'm gonna go back. So now I'm gonna go back right quick. All right, cool. So we got that. All right. So what I can do now, so just from that little simple process, low key, I got my intro. I got my intro. Okay, cool. So now we got our intro. Boom. Now, so as you can see, it's building blocks. That's all I'm doing. That's all I'm doing. I'm building blocks. So now I'm gonna use these right here to build basically the main part of the track. So now, to move this out of the way. So now I can do this. Come back. And once you build this, then everything else is pretty easy. I'm not gonna lie. Everything else falls into place pretty easy. For me at least. So now I'll do maybe like some kicks now. So let's say I do a kick right here. See how that sounds. I'm in the wrong spot. Whoops. There you go. So now, well, copy, paste, Control D. So now, boom, we got that. right, cool. We got that. Now, move this over right quick, and now do the 808 bass right quick. So, oops, we don't want that. Okay. So, same rules apply. You're building, you're just building. All right. So now, I'm gonna come back here, tab. Now we're gonna go to 808 bass. Boop. All right. Now, instead of I'm using this MIDI controller, and on this MIDI controller, you can go up octaves and down octaves with these two buttons right here. So I'm gonna go up an octave on this MIDI controller, and the reason why is I'll tell you the reason why. So if I didn't do that, I would I'll be playing the 808 up here. I don't want to do that. I want to go up an octave so I can play it. Keep moving it down here. I don't want to play it up here. I don't like that. I want it right here. That's why I did it. So now, this is the benefits of knowing how to play piano. So when it comes to the 808 bass lines, whatever, that part is pretty easy for me personally, because I understand scales and all that stuff. So let's say the sample is in the key of D sharp minor, right? So that's E flat. So E flat minor, which is basically E flat, F, G flat, A flat, B flat, B, D flat, and then back to E flat. So I can use any of those keys in my bass line. So it doesn't matter. So come over here. I'm just gonna do to right here. Okay. So all right. So I want to make sure it works. All right, good. So I'm gonna move to 13. Make sure I just want to make sure it recorded. Now we're good. All right. Hold on. There you go. So we got something very simple right here. Get out of that. Now we're gonna move back. Oh, undo. There you go. Probably right here, probably. Now phone 3. There you go, right here. There you go. So we're gonna span this one right quick. Make sure I don't go over. I think we're good. Okay, we're good. Now I'm gonna come over here. All right. Same thing. So now we'll make a different bass pattern right quick. Undo. All right. So undo. I did that. Boop. Now bop, 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 bop. Let me just move that way. All right, cool. All right, so there you go. Now, said before, same rules apply. Copy that bad boy, and we're gonna move it over so we can have reference point when we want to pull from. So, like I was saying before, we're always having reference points. Like, oops, didn't do that. Copy of that. Make another copy of that. And reference points. Okay. Come in here. Bloop. See how we sound. There you go. So now we have a basic outline of our baseline. Now, from here, this is where you can start adding more stuff. Let me get some more light in here. If you got that, we're good. Get some more light in here. Okay. So now what's next is, so we have that. So now, like I said before, variations. So do variations. So now I can do like, so now variations, I literally have an intro. So I literally have my intro. So what we got so far? Intro, then chorus. So that's my chorus. So we'll start over again. So intro, chorus, then go to the verse and use the same principles. So you get the idea. Now, I'm gonna add a couple of layers to this. Maybe like one layer, because I don't want to do too much to this yet. So now we have our grand piano. So I'm gonna take my MIDI keyboard. I'll give me one second. Get comfortable here. There you go. All right. So I'm gonna take my MIDI keyboard, come back, get off this, come in here. All right. You guys hear that? All right, cool. Now, set this out of the way so it won't be messing up flow. Okay. There you go. So I got the chorus. So I'm gonna make that into a synth. So I think what I'm gonna do now is, now that I know kind of like the chords, I'm gonna record that, but then I'm gonna do with my other MIDI track right here, I'm gonna bring in a plugin and I'm gonna use that for my synth underneath. So do that right quick. So hit record. Okay, pause right there. So I'm gonna get, so now the fun part. So if you don't have a, so if you have like crazy latency problems, for me, I got latency problems with any MIDI controller, I don't know why. So usually when I would play it in my old laptop, it would just play perfectly. But this one, even though it's a game laptop, for some reason the latency is not as good. So I have to go in here and do the old fashioned way and clean up the old fashioned way, which is fine. I don't care. That's fine. So bear with me for a little bit. So we got to just do some leg work. So zoom in. Get over here. All right. Right here. Boom. Now here's the thing: if you're not using a foot pedal, that doesn't really matter. I'm gonna be honest, that doesn't really matter. If I'm playing like just regular piano by itself, yes, it would matter. But as far as doing like MIDI piano, like without it, low key, you really don't need it. To be honest with you, like I said, the only time if I'm playing like regular piano by itself, yes, I'll use MIDI. I'll use like the foot pedal, but outside of that, not really. You don't need it for like if you're in a DAW. You really don't need it unless you want it, per se. It's cool to have it, but you really don't. You really don't need it, to be perfectly honest. Right here. So to get that, if you don't want to use the pedal to get the staying feel, just move like the notes almost all the way to the end to like this. Don't hit the last part right here. So see what I'm saying? So you get that sustained feel to it. So low key now that I got that. So all I need to really do is just this part. And now what I'm gonna do is the other part. Since I'm playing basically the same chords, I can low key get rid of that. Get rid of that. Get rid of that crap. All right. Boom. Okay, cool. So, like I said before, then another one, and move it over. So you'll have stuff to pull from. Right. So obviously as you start building up, then you want to move it over a little bit further. So I just moved over a little bit further out, so it'll be out of the way. But I know it's there, if that makes sense. All right. So now, what we got so far. So we'll pull this down a little bit. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this one more time. But what I'm going to do now is in my other MIDI track right here, move it over here. Bloop. And I'm going to come into my plugins, and I got the Reason plugin. So I come in here. Bloop. All right, I got Reason 11. Now the reason I upgraded, well, technically I could upgrade to Reason 13. It's only like $100 now, but it's like nothing's really new. It's just more. It's just nicer. Like it's more cleaner looking. But by and large, everything that I have right here is still the same. So nothing really is like changing per se. So now I'm gonna come in here and let's say I want to do Europa. Okay. So now I'm gonna bring this down a little bit. So now, little shortcut, but we'll get to that in 1 second. So now, come in here, and this right here, you already know, plop it right here. Now, little shortcut, little hack. If you want to turn off any of these without having to come right here and do this, your F1 through like F whatever keys can turn it off. So I have 6, channels, whatever, or tracks. So F1, F2, F3, F4, F5, and 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can turn all of them off. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They're back on. So I want to turn off the actual piano. So my grand piano. So 6. Now I want to turn off the bass. Actually, I have to keep the bass on. I'm going to turn off the actual regular sample, which is F2. Let's see what we got so far. So let's say I don't like that one per se. So I can come in here and just mess around in here. Let's try format push. So now I have another idea. So I come in here in my instruments, effects, come in here. And let's say I want to do this right here. Plop that under. And I'm going to go to this device called the Synchronous Time Effect Modulator. Essentially what this does, it modulates the sound three different ways. 2 different ways. So I can play with like the loops. I can come in here, do all this crazy stuff right here. You come and then come into this one, do just and vice versa. So, but let's say I want to use. Let's say I want to use this. Okay. So now I can like change the parameters right here. I can change like the speeds, whatever. So basically I can just mess around now. Mess around with the layout. Can do some crazy stuff like this. Boop, 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 boop. So you get the idea. But let's say I want to do this right here. idea. So now I just mess around with some stuff. So now, technically, I don't need the grand piano, but like I said before, I'm gonna save it. I'm gonna save it because more than likely I'm gonna change the chords around. I'm gonna do some different chords, and then once I do those chords, basically copy and paste to the other MIDI track. So move it over, even though I'm not using it. I'll use it eventually at some point. Trust me. So move everything. So just FYI, I would probably just move these over to like somewhere near like the hundreds, whatever. So it'll be out of the way. It'll just be out of the way, make it a lot simpler. Okay, cool. So now we got that out of the way. There you go. So all together we got so far. So what I would do, so now that I got my bass, what I would do now is in this area right here. So what I might do now is in this area, now, check it out. Remember all that save stuff we did? Remember all that save BS we did in the beginning? Check it out. Let's see. Now I can just come over here and grab one of these. Just come over here. I can do this. Or I can just do this one more time. Boom, got that. So, make something very, very simple. Very, very, very simple. All right. And now we can just copy and paste. And now we can just work from now you have different ideas now. So now you have different ideas, different patterns. So now you have different. So you have different ideas now. So now you just pull from there. Okay, so now you have a general idea. So now you can have you can make your verse and back to the chorus. So you get the premise. So now let's have some more fun. And now we'll add the real cool stuff now. So now we'll do bass dives. Yay. So we come back here right quick. Now here's the thing, you don't want to do bass dives all the time. Just in certain areas. All right. So first thing I'm gonna do is I'm coming right here. All right. So I'm gonna go back right quick. I'm gonna mute 3. I'm gonna mute the drums right quick. All right. So all right. So let me mute. I'm bringing the drums right quick. I'm gonna mute the reason rack. So with that F5, I'm bringing back in the drums right quick. I think I'm gonna need that. I'm gonna mute the other stuff. Okay. All right. So now what I would do now is we're in the key of D sharp minor / E flat minor, right? So like I said before, scales wise, you can use obviously D sharp, then F sharp, A sharp. So excuse me, we're doing E flat. So E flat, F, G flat, A flat, B flat, B, D flat, and back to E flat. All right. So you can use any of those keys. So scale wise, I can go up to F. So my third in the scale would be F. My fifth would be A flat. A flat. So yeah. So one, yeah, that's right. Mm-hmm. No, my fifth would be B flat. So fifth would be B flat. So now I can literally come right here and do a F right here. Bring it in. Oh shit, excuse me. Whoop. There. Okay. Well, it's not going there, but okay. And come in here. Okay, I think I know what it is. All right. Now come in here and do that. So do like a pit, do like that. Or make it like, or you just gotta play around with it and figure out where that little line would be. So probably right here. You can do that. Or you can just do something completely different. There you go. Or you can go to the fifth, which would be your B flat. You come in here. All right, so you can go to the B flat up here. If you wanted to do different pitch dives. Right here. You can do stuff like that. You go to the fifth. You can go to the third, to the three. Oh, excuse me. You go to the three. So it really doesn't matter what you want to do. You can just have fun doing that, whatever. All right. So I'm gonna get out of here. Okay. Now for the pitch dive. So you can do. Let's say we're gonna do it on these two right quick. What we're gonna do is you're gonna come over. Now, let me get out of here. Okay, cool. So we got this right here. So let's say I'm gonna pitch dive this. I would come to hit the note, go right here in the corner where it says note expression, and you see this little like 3-dot V shape. Hit arrow, and now you can come in here and do this. So you're gonna get 3 dots. You can get 3 dots, but I'm only gonna do 2. So if I do 3, it's gonna be right here. Then you wanna come down. You'll see right here. Bring it down here. In this next dot, bring it up right here. All right. So let's move off that. We're just gonna do we're gonna do 3. We're gonna do just 2. Like that right there. Boom. Okay, get out of that. So there you go. That's how you do pitch dies. It's very easy, very, very simple. All right. Very, 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 very simple. And I say you want to like just mess around with these. Say I want to mess around with these. All right. So let's hit. So let's say I want to do something different right here. I'll be like boop. And then for these, I'll do different ones for each. So let's say I'll do 2, then 3. Boom, boom. So there you go. So different variations, whatever. Boom. There you go. So yeah, I think I'll just take that off. There you go. So cool. Like now, like I said before, now you can build off of everything else now. So let's say I want to copy this. Now what I can do now, let me go over here. I can build. Oh, get off. There you go. So now I can split some stuff up here. Just work from here. Okay, move up, get rid of that. So come in here, bloop, bloop, and do this. Now we just experiment. Now it's time to just experiment with stupid stuff. So I maybe do reverse that. There you go. So there you go. So you guys gotta get the idea. Like I said before, you can build from this and just make like your simple, little verse. Then you can make probably make a little bridge from that, and then you can build your use the same chorus, and that's so it's not that hard. But like I said, it would have been a little bit faster. But I was going through just like step by step how I actually do it. I want like normally I would been when we talking, I'm just going just go through it. But I want to show you guys the step by step process, what gear and stuff I use. So together, I guess I can just flesh it out a little bit more. Flesh it out a little bit more. Then you can literally just do the chorus. If I want to do that. I'm gonna take that out. One last thing. Take that out. I got an idea right quick. So I can do this. I can do this. Do that. I can do this right quick. I'm gonna do this. There you go. Then I go back into the verse. Go to the chorus. There you go. All right. So what that took about an hour. Then there you go. So cooked up a beat like an hour. So like I said before, I'll probably go back to this and do some different variations of this. But by and large, this is my process. So pretty easy, pretty simple. Like you can use different, like I said, use different drum patterns, different 808s, stuff like that. But by and large, yeah, it's not that difficult. So hope you guys enjoyed this first ever hookup on YouTube. So I'll probably be using the track for somebody that I'm working with. So other than that, thank you guys for watching, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Peace out.